Today, I want to dive into a topic that sparks a lot of debate and conversation. Is being a YouTuber a legitimate job? If you're watching this video, chances are you subscribe to multiple channels and keep up with various creators on this platform. You might have even questioned whether some of them truly deserve their fame, or if, in reality, anyone could pull off what they do. Shooting videos in your bedroom, gaming, or chatting into a camera seems pretty straightforward, right? That's a viewpoint many people hold. However, if you think it over, this kind of oversimplified judgment could apply to numerous professions, don't you think? And that leads us to an intriguing question. Why does that happen so often with YouTubers in particular? Let's take a moment to reflect on that. Picture me saying that Jimmy Fallon merely tells jokes on television. Would you consider that a fair description or somewhat oversimplified? Or if I claimed that Meryl Streep just recites lines, or that Anderson Cooper simply reads scripted news? Wouldn't that be a rather simplistic perspective? Yet, it's common for people to reduce the work of YouTubers to equally basic stereotypes. The same applies to YouTubers. Just because something appears simple at first glance doesn't mean it actually is. This raises the question, why is this kind of discourse so widespread when it comes to this specific profession? Why do so many misconceptions surround this line of work, which is actually much more intricate than it seems? To get to the bottom of this, we should start by defining what a profession really is. Dictionaries often describe a profession as a type of work that requires particular skills and some degree of training and that is recognized by law. While this definition is broad, it gives us a solid foundation for exploring the topic. Based on this understanding, we can break down a profession into three key characteristics: the necessary skills, legal acknowledgement, and the ability to earn an income. Let's examine whether the YouTuber profession fulfills these three criteria. First up are the skills. Every profession demands specific abilities, whether it's a baker working dough or a singer honing their voice. But what about YouTubers? When we think about them, it's easy to label them as mere amateurs filming themselves at home. However, if a content creator can engage hundreds of thousands or even millions of viewers, there must be more to their craft, right? These skills can vary widely. Some YouTubers excel at video editing, others are fantastic storytellers, and still others know how to build a strong community around their content. These are real and measurable skills that often require years of practice to truly master. Consider PewDiePie, one of the most recognized YouTubers globally. He began his journey in 2010 by posting video game content, but over time he has successfully broadened his offerings, adapting to trends and meeting his audience's expectations. It's not merely about talent. It also involves the skill to connect with viewers, foresee their needs, and adjust to shifts on the platform. This is a continuous cycle of self-betterment and flexibility. Another great illustration is Casey Neistat. Starting with videos focused on filmmaking and production tips, he has widened his channel scope to engage a larger audience by covering diverse subjects and incorporating elements of vlogging, travel, and technology. These creators possess not only a sharp marketing sense, but also excel in the technical side of video creation. They know how to grab attention, weave engaging narratives, and keep their viewers hooked with varied content. This demands a unique blend of talents that isn't common and can only be honed through dedication. On the topic of technical expertise, it's crucial to highlight that YouTubers aren't just individuals chatting in front of a camera. Each video involves extensive behind-the-scenes work, editing, directing, and post-production. Many YouTubers begin as self-taught individuals, picking up skills on the go, learning to use editing software, manage lighting and control sound. As time passes, they develop technical abilities that can compete with those of audiovisual experts. Some creators like MrBeast or Lily Singh, who have significant budgets at their disposal, often enlist production teams for large-scale projects such as short films or music videos. However, even those without hefty budgets must know how to produce quality content using available resources. The level of technical proficiency required is frequently undervalued by the public, but is essential for success in this field. Now let's discuss the second trait of a profession: legal acknowledgement. This aspect is vital as it lends legitimacy to an activity. While the YouTuber profession isn't officially recognized everywhere yet, it undeniably represents a professional endeavor for many individuals. For instance, in France, YouTubers can register as auto-entrepreneurs or establish their own businesses to operate effectively. In the US, there are specific tax categories for content creators, and some universities have even begun offering courses on online content creation. This recent legal recognition signals that institutions are increasingly taking the YouTuber role seriously. Interestingly, although YouTube is owned by Google, the term YouTuber can sometimes feel limiting. The terms videographer or content creator could equally apply to anyone who consistently produces videos across various platforms. Yet, if you look up YouTuber or videographer in the Bureau of Labor Statistics database, you won't find any corresponding job descriptions. This doesn't imply that this profession is non-existent. Rather, it indicates that traditional job classifications haven't fully integrated these new employment forms yet. The BLS mainly lists jobs that have degree programs associated with them. Currently, there's no official diploma for YouTubers, but this could change soon due to the rapid advancement of digital media and how younger generations consume content. It's not too far-fetched to envision specialist schools emerging that focus on teaching the craft of creating content for YouTube, similar to existing programs for aspiring video game developers or film directors. These professions, once considered niche, are now garnering significant public interest, with many aspiring to pursue them despite few achieving success. However, wanting to earn a living from one's passion doesn't diminish the legitimacy of these professions. Instead, it highlights a genuine demand and rising interest in these new expressive forms. Thus, the YouTuber profession could evolve into a recognized career path complete with its own standards, training programs, and certifications. This leads us to the third defining characteristic of a profession: income generation capability. For an activity to qualify as a profession, it should allow individuals to sustain themselves financially. From this perspective, being a YouTuber can be quite profitable. However, success largely depends on one's ability to monetize content effectively. Income sources are diverse: advertising revenue, sponsorships, merchandise sales, crowdfunding opportunities. There's plenty out there. Yet, tapping into these income streams isn't always straightforward. It requires a well-planned monetization strategy tailored specifically for your audience. It's essential to understand that most YouTubers don't start off making millions right away. Many begin small with just a few views and minimal income. However, those who remain persistent and cultivate a loyal fanbase can potentially turn this into their primary income source. Take PewDiePie again as an example. He became a multi-millionaire through his videos but didn't achieve success overnight. He invested significant effort into regularly producing content while adapting to viewer expectations and platform trends along the way. He managed to diversify his revenue streams by launching merchandise lines, forming brand partnerships, and pursuing side projects. Another vital aspect of being a YouTuber involves handling administrative tasks and entrepreneurial management. Many YouTubers operate their own businesses. They must navigate invoices, prepare quotes, negotiate contracts, and manage finances. If their business expands and they start hiring staff members, they also need to oversee human resources issues like payroll along with various other facets of running a small business. All this demands skills that extend far beyond mere content creation. It's an exacting role that requires substantial organization and discipline. Some YouTubers opt to stay independent, while others choose to partner with networks or enlist the help of management agencies that assist with the more administrative elements of their work. However, even in these situations, they need to stay engaged in the key decisions that affect their careers. The creative freedom they experience as freelancers is often balanced by the necessity of handling numerous administrative responsibilities. It's a tricky equilibrium to maintain, but those who succeed can achieve long-term success and significant job satisfaction. From a business perspective, being a YouTuber resembles launching a startup. You have to be willing to take risks, think outside the box, and, most importantly, adapt swiftly to changes. YouTube's algorithms are constantly evolving, trends shift, and you must continuously reinvent yourself to remain relevant. These challenges demand genuine strategic foresight and the ability to foresee market demand. That's what makes being a YouTuber both thrilling and highly demanding. To sum it up, being a YouTuber is far more than just a pastime or hobby. It's a legitimate profession that requires technical know-how, creativity, and entrepreneurial acumen. Additionally, it entails managing the legal and financial sides of the business. If these attributes aren't typically linked to a profession, it's likely because the role of a YouTuber is still quite new and disrupts traditional conventions. Nevertheless, that doesn't diminish its validity. Over time, it's probable that the recognition of the YouTuber profession will progress, much like how other creative careers have evolved in the past. A few decades ago, many people struggled to grasp why someone would aspire to be a video game developer or graphic designer. Nowadays, these careers are fully acknowledged and respected. The YouTuber profession is likely to follow a similar trajectory, gaining greater appreciation for its unique skills and significance in today's media environment. For anyone aspiring to become a YouTuber, it's crucial to recognize that it demands hard work, determination, and a diverse skill set. However, if you possess passion and resolve, there's no reason you can't turn this into a career. After all, earning a living from what you love is one of life's greatest achievements. Yet, it's a challenging journey, but it can also be incredibly fulfilling for those who dedicate themselves wholeheartedly. I encourage you to keep creating, innovating, and most importantly, believing in your projects. Don't heed those who claim it isn't a real job. Only you understand what an enriching and challenging adventure it truly is. That wraps up today's message. Thanks for tuning in to this video, and I'll see you next time for another exciting topic.